Harmony Gold. Remember, their assets are in the Free State. That's mines like Target, which is near Oudendaalsrust. They've got mines in Mpumalanga, which is the Evander section. And then they've got some of the closer stuff in the sort of outer regions of Gauteng and the North West province. Then there's an asset out in a place called Papua New Guinea, which is a undeveloped copper porphyry gold asset, which has at various points been worth huge in number and at other times not worth so much. Depends on the gold price, of course. The market cap, though, has surged in recent weeks. It's now 21.5 billion rand. Profitability mixed, dividends every now and then, says their yield of 1%. Let's go to the share chart now, because that's really what the excitement has been. So there it has soared. I think people were talking about the percentage gain since the bottom, and it's a big number, northwards of like 300% or something.
No, definitely.
So what to say about these guys now?
Yeah.
Because it's your story earlier, it's about the rand production costs and the dollar export.
But I think that's exactly it. I mean, 91% I think of Harmony's operations are South Africa based. So, while we've seen an uptick in the dollar gold price, I mean, we had absolute record highs on the rand gold price. And that's, of course, because of the blowout in the currency we saw towards the end of last year. So that obviously, hugely benefiting Harmony's margins. Again, you're selling in dollars, you're paying your costs in rand.
Speaking of costs,
it's making you more competitive.
So the new CEO, Peter Steenkamp's taken over from Graham Briggs, but does he have the same, golden touch with the workforce? Because I know that at Kusasa and other mines, they had quite a lot of drama, labor-related problems, AMCU, NUM, that kind of thing.
I mean, also from reading, I've heard he's an inexperienced miner, and I can assume the appointment was well made. But I mean,
he is an experienced miner, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's looking at least looking at Harmony, though, I mean, I think it's all about that gold asset, though. That's really what you're trying to get involved in.
Because that thing, at some point, they had a bid to buy it, apparently, for $5.5 billion. This is like a decade ago, and they said, no, don't worry, we'll take care of this. It's
but like the most recent feasibility studies have obviously come out, and it seems to be progressing very well.
Because the feasibility studies where you look at the asset and you say, how much can we mine at the current price? But if the current price goes up by $300, suddenly it's worth a lot.
It's worth a lot more, exactly. And I mean, the way that they're going to mine it's actually done by like block cave mining, which is a very low cost form of mining. So it does, I mean, again, like you said, the asset value does change. I think the net present value on it is about $1.1 billion, if I remember. I don't quote me on that number though, but I'll have to check that. But looking at it, I mean, it's weird. Like you said, it's that copper gold asset. So it depends if you want to call it a copper mine or a gold mine.
Yeah, they can mine both at the same time.
If you call it a gold mine and let the copper bring down the cost, I think they're producing gold at something like negative $2,000 an ounce. So it's really, I mean, it's a different kind of asset altogether. But I think very interesting.
Okay, but let's not get carried away here. So it's shot to the moon. If you were in it, well done, because it was, people were laughing about it. Got a market cap below 10 billion rand. It wasn't even really a stock that made the top, all the resources index and all that kind of thing. Now suddenly it's back. It's basically got real value. So is this one that you ought to be banking gains?
Yeah.
Would you buy them now?
Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't be buying them now. It's again, if you look at the gold miners over a longer period of time, and it comes down to our overall thesis. I don't think that investing in a gold miner, even at these levels, it's not a predictable way to.
And clearly, either a little bit of rand strength, who knows, and a little bit of dollar gold price weakness would be devastating, because then it would cause all of the sort of short-term momentum guys that have been in this one to be
I think if you look at the macro strategy, I mean, obviously, with the ECB, stimulating and doing what it's doing, I mean, you're going to see the euro getting weaker. You're still going to get interest rate hikes in the US. You can expect that dollar strength scenario, I think, to continue. That trend that we've seen over the last couple of years, for me, will continue, and that should put pressure on the gold miners. So the short-term uptick for me, I think it will be short-lived.
So we're not hot on that one.